Man, I would sneeze, boy. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Trying to let it pop up a little bit so we get the rolling real quick. Mm, let's see. It should be about to click in right now. There we go. There we go. Okay, just notify me. Let me do my share thing. Okay, we're gonna go and jump into it real quick. Okay, this is a question I've been getting from a lot of people when they hit me. So I said, hey, let's put an expert on here and see what's on it. Is the police department responsible for a wrongful death of an officer when they die in the line of duty? As you see on that shirt, he with the Weatherspoon Law Group. So go on and introduce yourself so people can know this kind of factual that's going on.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it, Smash. I'm Lamar. I'm the chief investigator for the Witherspoon Law Group. So the question is the police department responsible for a line of duty death? So you can look at this in many ways, right? I don't think they're responsible if it happens, right?
Right,
I think they're responsible if the officer that has experienced a wrongful death
right,
in the line of duty. I think the way you should look at it is making sure their life insurance, making sure their policies, their beneficiaries, making sure all those things are up to date, right? Because when you sign up for the job, I mean, these things happen, unfortunately.
right.
I've been to some close calls myself,
Because
right? But the
you
one thing,
yourself is a what?
say it again, as a Dallas police officer,
Okay, so you was a Dallas, so you're a former Dallas police officer, so you know you got insights on that type of stuff when it comes to this kind of situation. Okay,
yeah, facts. And I have seen this, especially it could be an officer getting sick, right?
right.
Cancer or whatever it might be. It could be something like that. And
Uh-huh.
if I'm a sergeant, I want to make sure that my troops are taken care of, not just while they're patrolling, right? I want to make sure they're taken care of when they get home. Making sure their beneficiary life insurance, making sure that stuff is up to date. Because you'll be surprised that when these things do happen, behind the scenes, a lot more this didn't get signed, right?
Right,
So now the family have to wait years, right, to in order to get that type of money or whatever it might be, those benefits. So I think that the police department should be held accountable personally if I have an officer that died in the line of duty and their benefits are not right.
right,
Right. So I think that's more the question. I think they should take pride in doing. It's
right,
making sure their troops are squared away.
right. Because I see you say so they can have a insurance. So because so when you sworn in, so it must be some when you sworn in that already lets you know, hey, this could possibly happen. Is that's
Yeah.
what's
No, I mean, yeah, because they're gonna show you videos. I can say this about Dallas Police Department. They're well trained. I can say that for a fact. It's a lot of training going on over there.
right,
So when you're in the academy, they give you all the other line of duty videos, that line of duty death videos, and we learn from those things,
right,
right? So they'll show you the videos like, hey, this is why we're doing this training because this happened to this officer,
right,
right? So we're always training, always going to the in service police academy to get those trainings. So I think that's so when you sign up, yes, you get that experience.
right.
This could be an option. I mean, this could happen. So they tell you.
Dang. So it's like you know what you signed up for. So that's kind of tough, man.
Yeah, it's one of those catch 22 those, man. It's like you kind of sign up because they tell you, and it could happen at any given time. You just hope that you're well prepared for it, right?
Right,
It can happen. Not prepared for it on the streets, but prepared for it in life. Making sure your kids are good, making sure your family, your wife, your significant, whoever it is, making sure they're good. So when those things happen, your family ain't stuck. They're not doing GoFundMe's or anything else to for you. That's something they shouldn't have to worry about. All those things should be already squared away. And if
Right.
I'm a sergeant, I'm gonna make sure that my troops, especially if they get married, right?
Right.
You got to change your beneficiary. You got to
So
change these things.
so you have to make sure you change it when you get married. Because if
Yes.
not,
If not, I mean, your kids gonna suffer for that if you got children, because they can't touch that money until they're 18. So where that leaves the other family to for funeral expenses, etc., whatever it might be.
right.
So I think that's the bigger picture. I think they should be held accountable personally, not on the scale of what people think like gets sued civilly. I don't think
Right.
that's it. I think it's more internally. I think it's more sergeants, lieutenants, making sure everybody's squared away. So if somebody get married or if they have another kid or whatever it might be, life changing events, then let's make sure those things. Let's sit them down. Let's make sure those things are up to date.
Okay. Yeah, because I got a lot of people hitting me like, "Hey, man, so is it go?" I said, "I don't know. I just let me ask somebody that know that
Yeah.
being in the profession, also dealing with lawyer group. So that's why I got you on the horn. So dang,
You see that in not just in the police. I'm talking about just regular folks. Make sure your life, like, make sure you got life insurance.
right,
Making sure you got these, because you can get into a car wreck. You can just be sitting around and gun. It could be anything, right?
right,
But you don't want your business not be squared away and your family suffer
right,
because, like, and I learned that early
right,
because my sergeant set me down. She was like, "Listen, you just got married. You just had another kid. Hey, did you do your beneficiary? Is that up to date?" So that's where I learned it from.
uh,
Because I ain't grew up that way. I ain't know what life insurance was until I got grown, for
right,
real. So, man, making sure people are squared away when it comes to life in general. Because anything can happen to anybody at any given time.
that way y'all heard it here first. is a police is a police department responsible for wrongful death of an officer when he died in the line of duty. So basically, now,
Nah.
God dog.
But look, I will say this. If I'm just speaking on Dallas. I know
Right,
Dallas is well trained. You know what I'm saying?
right,
I know we got all the updated equipment. I think they prepare. So
right,
I can only speak for Dallas, but you do have small towns now that don't get that kind of training,
right,
right? And I know Dallas Police Academy 9.5 months,
right.
right? You got some academy that might be 3 months, and you're gonna send an
Mm,
officer there that's not prepared. So if we're talking about some other small town, then that might be a different conversation for real.
mm, dang.
If I go out there and give an officer a rusty gun, and I issue them a rusty gun or I issue them a rusty taser, they don't go off. Do I think they
Mm,
should be held accountable then? Maybe.
right. Mm, that's cold, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. Well, I mean, anything else you want to close out on?
Man, I really want to say again, RIP to Officer Burks for real. Like, man, that's tragic. And to anybody, I'm not hard to find. You can find us at With the Spoon Law Group at We Win With the Spoon We Win on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Ask questions. We'll open book. Our office is in the Grove. Come stop by. You know what I'm saying? If people ask me a lot of questions all the time,
Right.
right? So I just want to be a resource to the community. We want to be a resource to the community. We want to be able to help as much as we can. We got some of the best attorneys in the country for real. So,
I'm gonna put y'all send me y'all link so I can put it in the comment.
all right, that works.
All right. Well, y'all heard it first from Lamar with Witherspoon Lawyer Group.
With the Spoon Law Group, we appreciate y'all.
Okay.